Hi everyone, I'm Rincey and this is Rincey Reads. Today, instead of talking about a very specific book, I'm going to be talking about the YouTube channel, the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. In case you haven't heard of it, the Lizzie Bennet Diaries is a YouTube channel started by Hank Green of Vlogbrothers fame. He's also brother of author John Green. He decided that he wanted to try a modern adaptation of the very famous book Pride and Prejudice. Now, most of you may have read the book or at least seen a movie adaptation version of the film. But what they're doing instead is making these short 3-minute vlogs from Lizzie's point of view, going through the story of Pride and Prejudice. Right now they are about 11 episodes in, and it's really interesting to see how they interpret the story and make it work for YouTube. There are obviously some changes that had to have been made in order for it to work on a vlog format. One of the changes that they've made from the original story is that Lizzie now only has two sisters, Jane and Lydia. Obviously they had to cut out some of the other sisters because they don't add a lot to the main storyline. They're kind of there as an emphasis in the original story to kind of show how poor the family is and how desperate a situation they're in because they have 5 girls that they have to marry off. Obviously that's not the exact same situation that would happen today, so having 4 sisters is just a bit much in order to explain in a vlog format as opposed to just 2. Also, so far you haven't seen anyone outside of Lizzie and the 2 sisters. Lizzie kind of takes the role of acting out the parts of her mother, and so that way her point of view is kind of explained, even though you can tell it's also slightly exaggerated, or maybe not. Also, we haven't met the love interests so far. There's Bing Lee, which makes me really excited because there might possibly be an Asian man love interest, which would be great because that's never seen. And then also there's Darcy, which she keeps referring to, but we know very little about other than he's very irritable and Lizzie doesn't like him very much. But I have to admit that my absolute favorite part of the vlog so far is Charlotte. Charlotte is obviously Lizzie's best friend, and she's the one who's videotaping and editing the vlogs in this storyline. And she's also Asian, which already means this vlog has more diversity than 90% of the shows currently on television. And also she's just a lot of fun. They're fleshing her character out a lot more than you see in the books just because they have the opportunity to do so. They've made a slight mention to Rich Collins in one of the earlier episodes, so it'll be interesting to see how that storyline sort of falls into place. I'm trying not to get too into spoilers about this story, even though it's, you know, hundreds of years old and there have been so many different adaptations of it, but just in case you haven't read it or don't know anything about it, I kind of don't want to spoil the ending and what happens. One other thing that I really love about this vlog is the fact that it's not just a vlog. They've created Twitter and Tumblr accounts for the characters so that you get to kind of see them as if they were really existing today. They really flesh out the other sides that might be true about these characters if they were living in modern society. The Twitters and Tumblrs are not just about these vlogs, although obviously they do mention them. So it's really interesting to see how they're really working hard to make this more than just a single vlog series. I definitely want to recommend that everyone watches this vlog and see how it all unfolds. I don't know how much of a Jane Austen fan everyone is. I love her. I have, the first time I read her was reading Pride and Prejudice my junior year of high school, and then our teacher also let us watch the 1995 version of the film starring Colin Firth as Mr. Darcy, which was just amazing. And then of course I own the more recent version that starred Keira Knightley. I've seen Bridget Jones's Diary. I've even seen this horrible independent version of the film which takes place with Mormons. Not that there's anything against Mormons, but it was just very weird. But I watched it anyways because it was Pride and Prejudice and I didn't care. There's also the Bollywood version that I watched that was also not good. And so I'm willing to give anything a chance, but this one is legitimately very, very good. The characters are very compelling. They're doing a great job at adapting it for modern day scenarios and making it work in this short 3-minute format. There are still so many questions that I have about how they're gonna do this. I kind of hope that Bing Lee and Darcy make an appearance at some point. Right now, all of the vlogs are taking place within Lizzie's room, which makes sense because most people record vlogs within a single area. For example, I'm recording mine in my room, and so I haven't thought about ever taking my camera out of here, but at the same time I kind of want Charlotte to do like a hidden camera scene or something where she kind of stalks them so we can at least get a glimpse of them. That would just be great. I'll leave a link to the YouTube channel in my description so you guys can check it out, and if you guys are watching, let me know what you think. You don't have to be a Pride and Prejudice fan in order to watch this. One of my friends is actually not a Pride and Prejudice fan, or at least she tried to read the book and couldn't get through it, but she loves this video series and it's kind of making her want to read the book now. So just because you didn't like the book doesn't mean you're not necessarily going to not like the series. That was a confusing sentence, but I think you know what I mean. I definitely recommend that everyone at least tries to give it a chance. It takes a couple episodes, I will admit, to kind of get into the good parts. Like the first couple episodes I was a little bit wary. I was really excited about it, but at the same time I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work, but as it keeps going I keep falling more and more in love with it. So if you guys have checked it out, please let me know what you guys think. Just leave your comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to think. I'll also be leaving links to my Goodreads, Tumblr, and Twitter like I usually do in the description, so feel free to follow me on there, and thanks for watching! One change that they made from the original story is that Lizzie now only has two sisters. Mary? No, it's not Mary. Jane and Lydia. And just in case anyone may have noticed it from the little bits you can see on the bottom of your screen, yes, I am wearing my Holden Caulfield Thinks You're a Phony t-shirt because I was talking about a Vlogbrothers related video.